Hi everyone, welcome again to Blend Tutorials. So if you remember in the previous lecture in the previous Zoom lecture we did test. Which test? The three types of tests which are related to this chapter. That is, the first one is your AAA test, which can be even called as the AA test. Second one is your SAS test, and the third one is your SSS test. Now we'll just discuss practice set 1.3. These are all the sums which are related to the test which we did in the previous lecture. Now if you see the first one, what is written, what is given to us? In the adjoining figure, that is this figure, ACB, there is one triangle, DCE, one more triangle. Angle ABC is equal to 75 degree. Angle ABC is equal to 75 degree, and angle EDC is given as 75 degree. State which two triangles are similar by which test. Also write the similarity of these two triangles by a proper one-to-one correspondence. Now let's see, what is the matter given? This angle is 75, this angle is 75 degree. Let's take both the triangles. In triangle ABC and triangle EDC. ABC congruent to EDC given to us. Okay, each angle is of measure 75 degree. ACB congruent to ECD. If you see ACB and DCE or ECD, both of them have the same angle C. So that's a common angle. So we have got two angles that are congruent. So both the triangles are similar by AA test. I even already said in the previous Zoom lecture that only if we prove two angles congruent also is more than enough. Both the triangles can be proved similar by AA test. So therefore the one-to-one correspondence means what? Which alphabet comes on the left hand side first, second, third, and which alphabets come on the right hand side first, second, third. That is called as one-to-one correspondence. That means A corresponds to E, B corresponds to D, and C corresponds to C. The meaning of one-to-one correspondence is this. Suppose we write ABC corresponds to DEC, then it will come wrong. DEC corresponding ABC corresponding DEC will come wrong. Why it would come wrong? Because both the triangles we proved that they are similar here. How they are similar? Because this angle and this angle are congruent. These two angles correspond to each other. So therefore B and D should be in between. That is called as correspondence. Okay. So I hope you will understand the first sum. Second one. Are the triangles in the adjoining figure similar? Now there are two triangles here. Let us check if they are similar. The measure of the sides are also given to us. Now no angles are given to us. That's why we take ratio of the corresponding sides. I already said in the previous Zoom lecture also that ratio of the corresponding sides are equal in the chapter similarity or any sum related to similarity. If two triangles are similar, then their ratio of the corresponding sides are equal and the sides are not equal. In congruence chapter, both the triangles are there, so there will be sides that are congruent to each other or equal to each other. But in similarity chapter, the ratio of the corresponding sides are always equal. So in triangle PQR and triangle LMN, let's take all the ratios. PQ upon LM, 6 upon 3, 2 upon 1. QR upon MN, 8 upon 4, 2 upon 1. TR upon LN, 10 upon 5, 2 upon 1. So therefore all 3 2 upon 1, so all 3 equal. So therefore both the triangles are similar by SSS test. Now if you see here, in the adjoining figure, two poles of height 8 and 4 are given. If the length of the shadow of the smaller pole due to sunlight is 6 cm, this is given 6 cm, then how long will be the shadow of the bigger pole on the same height? Okay, so these two heights are given, 4 and 8. Shadow length is given, we have to find the other shadow length. So AC, now these diagrams have to be drawn by us. That's the reason we write the matter. Whatever is related to the diagram we have to write, because in the question diagram won't be given. So we draw the diagram, we give our own alphabets to it, and then we write this introduction. Here AC and PR represents the bigger and smaller poles, BC and QR represent their shadow. So this is very important. Now both the triangles are obviously similar. Why? Because vertical poles and their shadows form similar figures. Vertical poles and their shadows, both of them are nothing but these are triangles. So therefore they form similar figure. So therefore corresponding sides are what? CB upon RQ equal to AC upon PR. CB upon RQ is equal to AC upon PR. We write this vice versa also, no problem. PR upon AC equal to QR upon BC. It would come the same thing. Substitute the values, cross multiply, we get our answer. Okay, let's go to the next sum, the fourth one. In this triangle, what matter is given to us? Perpendicular, perpendicular, betweenness, betweenness. Prove that these two triangles are similar. Yes, prove that. Some matter of sides also, the measure of the sides are given. Find AC. Okay, let's start. These two triangles, you have to prove that they are similar. Let's start. In triangle CPA and triangle CQB. CPA is congruent to CQB. How? Angle CPA congruent to angle CQB. Can we see both the angles are 90? How we came to know both the angles are 90? Given to us. Perpendicular, perpendicular. Next, ACP and BCQ. If you see ACP and BCQ, same angle C, so common angle. So two angles we got. Therefore, both the triangles are similar by AA test. So the first one is done. Now we prove that both the triangles are similar. Now directly we can write the corresponding sides. What are the corresponding sides given to us? AC upon BC equal to AP upon BQ. Write the measure of the sides, cross multiply, we get the answer. Simple. Okay, let's do the next one. Trapezium. Opposite sides parallel in a trapezium. PQ parallel to SR given. Sides measure is given. Prove that SR is equal to 5 times PQ. Prove that SR is 5 times PQ. Now check here. PQ is parallel to SR is given to us. So if we take SQ as our transversal, SQ as our transversal, so angle QSR is congruent to angle SQP. QSR, this angle is congruent to angle SQP, Z formation, alternate angles. Okay. Now ASR congruent to AQP. In place of QSR, we write ASR. QSR, we write ASR. Why? Because A is between Q and S, between S. So if you write QSR or you write ASR, same angle S. Okay, so ASR, and in place of SQP, we are writing AQP. In place of SQP, we are writing AQP. Why? Because it is the same line. Q dash A dash S. Keep a note of this. Just name this as statement 1. In triangle ASR and AQP. ASR, this triangle and this triangle. ASR congruent to AQP, we just proved. SAR congruent to QAP. SAR and QAP, if you see, these are vertically opposite angles. Again I see SAR and QAP. Two angles we proved congruent, therefore both the triangles are similar by AA test. Corresponding sides AS upon AQ equal to SR upon QP. See, we don't take the third. You must be noticing there are 3 pairs of congruent sides which are proportional, but we take only 2. Why we take 2? We take only what is required. We don't need to write the third one. We don't need that. The measure of those sides are also not given. So no reason, we don't need to waste time. And if you want to write, you can write, but it's of no use. So AS upon AQ. Now if you cross multiply, okay, we'll get something. But let us see what is given to us. AS is 5AQ. So in place of AS, we can write 5AQ. Okay. So in place of AS, you can write 5AQ. Suppose I write 5AQ upon AQ is equal to SR upon PQ. So AQ gets cut. So 5 is equal to SR upon PQ. So therefore, let's cross multiply. This is upon 1. 5 PQ is equal to SR. This is what we wanted. SR equal to 5 PQ. You can do this method or you can do this method. Any one of the two. I hope you understood this. Next. In this trapezium, one more trapezium given to us. Parallel, AB parallel to CD. BD is the transversal. Okay. Same sum. Ditto same sum, only we have to get the answer here. BD transversal, alternate angles, then same thing how we did here. Different DBA, we took OBA. Same thing. Okay, then we proved. Difference is what? Here measure of the sides was given to us as AR equal to 5AP, AS equal to 5AQ, like this. Here the singular measure is given, the measure of the side, no 5AP, 5AQ. AB is 20, DC is 6. Once you get the corresponding sides, put down the measure, substitute and cross multiply, we get the answer. Simple. The next one. Quadrilateral ABCD is given. Point E is given, is on side, line D intersects this ray AB at point T. Prove this. D into B, C into T. Okay, now ABCD is a parallelogram which is already given. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. So quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. AB parallel to CD. AB parallel to CD. Okay, and AT parallel to CD. Now AB is parallel to CD, so obviously AT also will be parallel to CD, one and the same line. Okay, let's continue. DT is their transversal. Suppose we take DT as their transversal. ATD, let's take this angle ATD congruent to CDT. CDT, can you see this? ATD and CDT, this make which angles? Pair of alternate angles, Z formation. Okay. BTE, so ATD, suppose we write it as BTE, one and the same thing, same angle. So in place of ATD we write BTE. CDT, we write CDE, one and the same angle. Okay. Now in triangle BTE, this triangle, and CDE, this triangle, this and this. Proved. BETC, first statement proved. Second statement, BET and CED vertically opposite, therefore both triangles similar, corresponding sides cross multiply. T into C is equal to B into D. Done. Simple. Let's take this. In this figure, two triangles already given, they intersect each other, etc., etc. And this matter is given to us that AP upon CP equal to BP upon DP. We have to prove that both the triangles are similar. Let's write whatever is given to us. In both the triangles, AP upon CP equal to BP upon DP. So we have two pairs of proportionate sides given. AP upon CP, BP upon DP. Now there is one angle here which is vertically opposite. There is vertically opposite angles. Therefore, SAS dash. Both the triangles are similar. Very easy. Next sum, the last sum. In the adjoining figure, in triangle ABC, point D is on side BC, point D on side BC, such that BAC is equal to ADC. So this angle and this angle are equal. Prove that CA square is CB into CD. Now let's prove both triangles similar first. In triangle BAC and triangle ADC, okay, when it is given that these two angles are similar, it is a clue for us that we have to take both those triangles and we have to prove that they are similar. Which are the two triangles? This full triangle and this half triangle here. So in triangle BAC and triangle ADC, angle BAC congruent to angle ADC is already given to us, correct? BAC and angle ADC. BCA and ACD, same angle C. BCA and ACD, same angle C. Therefore, two sets we got. Therefore, both triangles similar by AA dash. Now we take corresponding angles. CA upon CD is equal to CB upon AC. CA upon CD is equal to CB upon AC. We can take the normal part also. We can even write it as BA upon AD equal to AC upon DC equal to BC upon AC. And then we can take whatever we need. Now we need only these two sets, so we have written only that. Now what we do? Cross multiply. CA into CA, CA square. CB into CD, we write as it is. This is what we need. So I hope you understood all the sums of this practice set. If you don't understand anything, we'll discuss it in a Zoom lecture. Till then, take care. Bye.